Subject General Science, Standard 7, Lesson number 4, Nutrition in Living Organisms. Students, today we are going to learn about different type of nutrition. First of all, the symbiotic nutrition. So what is meaning of symbiotic nutrition? In some cases, two or more than two different type of plants live together to fulfill their needs of nutrition, protection, support, etc. with each other's help. This type of nutrition is called symbiotic nutrition. That means, see students, there are two types of plants and they are depend on each other. Okay, they are taking nutrition from each other, then protection, support, and they grow there. Okay, some fungus or fungi grow around the roots of some other plants. These plants supply nutrients to fungi, and in turn fungi supply minerals and water to the plants. For example, see, one example is given here. Some fungi and algae live together. You saw fungi, students, you saw fungi and algae also, you know. Okay, the fungi and algae live together. The fungi provides water and minerals as well as shelter to algae, and in return the algae provide food to the fungi. That means help to each other. For example, lichen. That symbiosis nutrition example is a lichen, and this lichen is, in Marathi it is called as dagadful. Okay, and we are using this in masalas. We are adding in the vegetables. Okay, lichen is an example of symbiosis between algae and fungi. This is an example of the symbiosis between algae and fungi. It is grow and it is lookish like of white color. Okay, creamish white color. Next is a heterotrophic plants. Heterotrophic plants means parasitic plant. Okay, heterotrophic plants do not contain chlorophyll. How do the heterotrophic plants live? Heterotrophic plants live on the other plant's body. Okay, from where do they get food? They are getting food from other plant body. They stick to that other plant body and suck the nutrients from that plant body. For example, cuscuta and dodder, that is a parasitic plant that do not have chlorophyll. Okay, that is a yellow wire-like leafless climber. Cuscuta is a yellow wire-like leafless climber growing on a tree. Okay, see, next is a insectivorous plant. Insectivorous plant, we have seen how some plants feed upon insects to obtain nutrients. These new insectivorous plants generally grow in soil or water deficient in nitrogen compounds. These plants do not have nitrogen. Whenever it grows, it don't have nitrogen. That is why they are taking or attracting the insect and taking the nitrogen from that insect body. Okay, the plant body of Drosera burmani has a flower-like appearance. It grows close to the ground. Its leaves are attractively pink or red in color with hairs at a margin. They have hairs at the margin and that sticky substance and that colors attract to the insect. Okay. The scientist Johannes Burman identified this plant in Sri Lanka in 1737. Hence the plant is named after the scientist's name. So the name is a Drosera burmani. See the next example is a saprophytic plant. Saprophytic plant, you can see this is a mushroom. Okay, and mushroom is a fungus. You know that plants which obtain the food from dead and decaying bodies of other organisms are called saprophytic plants. Various types of fungus like mushrooms and yeast are saprophytes. Fungus secretes digestive enzyme on the dead remains to digest or break down the carbon compounds they contain. The resulting solution is absorbed to obtain nutrients. See students, these fungus, they are taking nutrients from the dead bodies and they grow there. Okay, so what is the definition of saprophytic plant? Plant which obtain the food from dead and decaying bodies of other organisms are called the saprophytic plant. Don't forget it. Okay, next point is the nutrition in animals. This concept refers to body's need for nutrients mode of ingesting food and its use in the body. That is meaning anyone body is taking the food inside and that using the food. Okay, see, let us recall which are the various nutrients in food. We need the nutrients. Which are the type of nutrients? That are the carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, fats, vitamins, okay, and fibers. For what purpose they are need nutrient use? We use the nutrient to grow and get energy. Okay, nutrient necessary for various activities of the body are obtained from food. They are supplied to the various parts of the body through blood. That means nutrient get mixed into the blood and they provide to all part of the body. Okay, the food that we consume does not mix with blood as it is. Food is not mixed as it is in the blood. Only nutrients, they are mixed into the blood. Nutrients from the food that get mixed into the blood. Okay, it needs to convert into soluble forms that can easily mix in blood. Nutrition in animal involves various steps from ingestion to egestion. See, what is the first step? What is meaning of that steps in nutrition in animal? First is the ingestion. What is meaning of ingestion? Ingestion means taking the food inside of the body. See, food is taken into the body, means eating the food. Okay. Second, digestion. Conversion of food into simple soluble form. It is called as digestion. Next is the absorption. Transfer of soluble forms, soluble food to the blood. Okay, soluble food is mixed into the blood. Then fourth is the assimilation. Utilization of absorbed food. Utilization means use of the absorbed food by cells and tissues for energy production, growth and repair. Okay, next point is the egestion. Egestion means what? Removal of waste products and undigested food from body. Means which is unwanted part of the food throughout from the body, that is called as egestion. See student, next type is the holozoic nutrition. How does the ingestion occur in unicellular animal like amoeba? See student, amoeba is a unicellular organism. Unicellular means it have only one cell. It is made up of only one cell. That is why it is called as unicellular organism. Amoeba does not have organ like hands and mouth. You can see the amoeba do not have organs like hands and mouth. It is a unicellular animal. It can take in food through any part of the surface of its unicellular body. See this, it is taking the food inside. Okay, it surrounds the food particle from all sides to take it into the cell. It can take the food from any side of the body. Okay, with the help of the different enzymes. Undigested food is left behind as the amoeba moves further with the help of pseudopodia. Pseudopodia, that appendage is having the amoeba. Okay. In unicellular animal like amoeba, euglena, paramecium, etc., all the steps of nutrition occur within their unicellular body. Okay. Now next, the insect have mouth part for ingestion of food. For example, insect like cockroach and grasshopper, which nibble, have jaw-like mouth parts. Butterflies suck food with tube-like proboscis. Mosquitoes and bedbugs use a needle-like mouth part to burst and tube-like mouth part to suck blood or other fluids. Okay. Observe and discuss. How will you classify the following animals according to their food type? See students, here showing so many type of animals, and you have to learn about the food habits of this. According to the type of food, animals can be classified. First, herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous. 4 number, scavenger, and last one is a decomposers. What is meaning of herbivorous? Herbivorous are use plants directly as their food. Herbivorous are eating only plant material. For example, what they the deer, cow, goat, all that. Okay. Then granivorous, that seed eaters. Then frugivorous, they are fruit eaters animals. Second point, carnivorous. Carnivorous animals that depend only other animal for their food are carnivorous. Okay, that carnivorous, all that which are that some type of animal, they are carnivorous. Tiger, lion, okay, fox, they are eating only other animals. Third, omnivorous. Omnivorous means animal that obtain their food from both plant also and animal also. Okay, they are omnivorous. For example, monkey, chimpanzee, human, they are eating plant material also and they are eating to other animal also. See next, 4 number is a scavenger. Scavenger obtain their food from dead bodies of animals. For example, vulture, crow and hyena. They are eating the dead bodies of other animals. 5 number, decomposers. Decomposers are some microbes. Microbes are decomposer, means they decompose of the dead plant or dead body of the animals, which obtain their food by decomposing the dead bodies of organism and other material. Okay, they are called as decomposers. Students, example of this decomposer is a bacteria or microbes. All the microbes and bacteria are the decomposers.